joy, and glory. Woohoo! Good morning, everybody. Ooh, the sun's coming out. Who are we, and what grand and glorious adventures are we going to have today? All of life comes to us with ease and joy and glory. All of life comes to us with ease and joy and glory. All of life comes to us with ease and joy and glory. All of life comes to us with ease and joy and glory. Pull the energy from the ocean through your body. Let it be a contribution to you today. Allow the earth to contribute. Be one and in communion with the earth. Your body is of the earth and from the earth. How much joy can you have being on the planet today? Everything, not allowing total joy of embodiment and joy with being with the earth. Will you now revoke, reclaim, to reclaim, renounce, denounce, destroy, and uncredible. Right, wrong, good, bad, pop, out, align, short, boys, and beyond. All of life comes to us with ease and joy and glory. All of life comes to us with ease and joy and glory. All of life comes to us with ease and joy and glory. All of life comes to us with ease and joy and glory. Energy, space, consciousness, choice, magic, miracles, mysteries, and possibilities can we in our bodies be to be out of control, out of definition, out of limitation, out of form, structure, and significance, out of linearity, out of concentricities, out of projections, expectations, separations, judgments, rejections, conclusions, fantasies, illusions, attachment to results, attachment to the outcome with total ease for all eternity. Everything not allowing that times by God's again. Will we now revoke, recapture, sin, reclaim, renounce, denounce, destroy, and uncredible. I wrong, go back upon the line, short ways and beyond. Are you willing to let the earth contribute to you? Even if you don't cognitively know how that works, would you be willing to just acknowledge that it's a possibility? And would you be willing to receive from the earth? What contribution can the earth be to us? What contribution can the earth be to our bodies? What contribution can the earth be to the health of our bodies? Are you willing to have ease, joy, and glory with your body all the time? Everything not allowing that time by God's will you now revoke, recant, just reclaim, renounce, denounce, destroy, and uncredible. I wrong, go back upon line, short boys and beyond. I can't mute you from my side. Can you just check that you're on? Everyone's on mute for me, please. What energy, space, consciousness, choice, magic, miracles, mysteries, and possibilities can we in our bodies be to be out of control, out of definition, out of limitation, out of form, structure, and significance, out of linearity and out of concentricities, out of projections, expectations, separations, judgments, rejections, conclusions, fantasies, illusions, delusions, attachment to results and attachment to the outcome with total ease for all eternity, everything not allowing that times by God, and then will you now revoke, recant, and reclaim, renounce, denounce, destroy, and uncredible. I wrong, the back upon the line, short voice of the arms. Are you willing to give up the force and control? Are you willing to follow the flow of nature? Are you willing to follow the flow of consciousness? Everything comes in waves. Everything comes in waves. Are you willing to be one with the wave? Everything not allowing that times by God's and then will you now revoke, recant, simply claim, renounce, denounce, destroy, and uncredible. By wrong, good, bad, upon the line, short ways and beyond. Consciousness comes in waves, creativity comes in waves. Everywhere you're trying to force yourself to do the same thing over and over again. Will you now revoke, recant, simply claim, renounce, denounce, destroy, and uncredible that times by God's and then right, wrong, good, bad, upon the line, short ways and beyond. What energy, space, consciousness, choice, magic, miracles, mysteries, and possibilities. Dad, wait for me. What energy, space, consciousness, choice, magic, miracles, mysteries, and possibilities can we in our bodies be to be out of control, out of definition, out of limitation, out of form, structure, and significance, out of linearity and out of concentricities, out of projections, expectations, separations, judgments, rejections, conclusions, fantasies, illusions, delusions, attachment to results, and attachment to the outcome with total ease for all eternity. Everything not allowing that times by God's and then will you now revoke, recant, simply claim, renounce, denounce, destroy, and uncredible. Right, wrong, good, bad, upon the line, short ways and beyond. Are you willing to flow with the waves of nature and consciousness? Are you willing to acknowledge that there's timing for everything? It's not about time, it's about timing. Are you willing to go with the space rather than the time now? Are you willing to give up time so that you can have timing? Everything not allowing you to know, be, perceive, and receive the difference of that. Will you now revoke, reclaim, to simply claim, renounce, denounce, destroy, and uncredible? Raranga, Bapa, Padana, actual boys and beyonds. And everywhere this reality has taken all our natural functioning and distorted it and twisted it into something else. Well, you know, destroy and uncreate that times by resilient, right? Wrong, Bapa, Padana, actual boys and beyonds. What energy, space, consciousness, choice, magic, miracles, mysteries, and possibilities can we in our bodies be to be out of control, out of definition, out of limitation, out of form, structure, and significance, out of projections, expectations, separations, judgments, rejections, conclusions, fantasies, illusions, delusions, attachment to results, and attachment to the outcome. With total ease for all eternity, everything not allowing that times by God's will we now revoke, reclaim, to simply claim, renounce, denounce, destroy, and uncredible. By wrong, good, bad, boys and beyonds. What energy, space, consciousness, choice, magic, miracles, mysteries, and possibilities can we in our bodies be to be out of control, out of definition, out of limitation, out of form, structure, and significance, out of linearity and out of concentricities, out of projections, expectations, separations, judgments, rejections, conclusions, assumptions, fantasies, illusions, delusions, attachment to results, and attachment to the outcome, with total ease for all eternity, so that you can function from ease, joy, and glory. Everything not allowing that times by God's will now. Revoke, reclaim, to simply claim, renounce, denounce, destroy, and uncredible. 2 seconds. Charlie's rolling in something called. Sorry about that. Now I'm going to wash him. What energy, space, consciousness, choice, magic, miracles, mysteries, and possibilities can we in our bodies be to be out of control, out of definition, out of limitation, out of form, structure, and significance, out of linearity, and out of concentricities, out of projections, expectations, separations, judgments, rejections, conclusions, fantasies, illusions, delusions, attachment to results, and attachment to the outcome, with total ease for all eternity. Everything not allowing that times by God's will you now revoke, reclaim, to simply claim, renounce, denounce, destroy, and uncredible. By wrong, good, bad, upon natural boys and beyonds. What energy, space, consciousness, choice, magic, miracles, mysteries, and possibilities can we in our bodies be to be out of control, out of definition, out of limitation, out of form, structure, and significance, out of linearity and out of concentricities, out of projections, expectations, separations, judgments, rejections, conclusions, assumptions, illusions, delusions, fantasies, and attachment to the results with total ease for all eternity, so that you can function from ease, joy, and glory, and that knowing, being, perceiving, and receiving can you be your natural space of operating, everything functioning, being, everything not allowing that times by God's will we now revoke, reclaim, simply claim, renounce, denounce, destroy, and uncredible. By wrong, good, bad, financial boys and beyonds, pull the energy from the ocean through your body, pull the energy from the sea, the salt, the beach, all the sea creatures, all the fish, all the starfish, all the seahorses, put it all through your body. Acknowledge that we are one and in communion with every single molecule. So what is your communication? What is your radio station? What are you vibrating out into the world? What energy are you being? What energy are you being? Everything is not allowing you to know, be, perceive, and receive that your superpower is choice, and you can choose to be any energies in any 10 seconds, because you are all energies. Everything not allowing you to know, be, perceive, know, be perceived. I nearly did perceive. That's a combination of being and perceiving. Perceiving. Let's be perceiving. Oh, perceiving. Everything not allowing you to be perceiving. Working now, revoke, reclaim, to simply claim, renounce, denounce, destroy, and uncradle that times by God's and then right, wrong, good, bad, for and shukras and beyond. What energy, space, consciousness, choice, magic, miracles, mysteries, and possibilities can we in our bodies be to be out of control, out of definition, out of limitation, out of form, structure, and significance, out of linearity and out of concentricities, out of projections and expectations, separations, judgments, rejections, conclusions, fantasies, illusions, delusions, attachment to results, and attachment to the outcome, with total ease for all eternity, so that you can function and be ease, joy, and glory. Everything not allowing that times by God's and when you now revoke, reclaim, to simply claim, renounce, destroy, and uncradle. I wrong, good, bad, upon an actual boys and beyonds. Are you willing to function with timing instead of time? Are you willing to be that aware and to know, be, perceive, and receive when is the optimal time for things to occur, for you to take action, for things to change? Everything not allowing you to tap into the energy of that. Will you now revoke, reclaim, to simply claim, renounce, destroy, and play the role? Right, wrong, good, bad, but one line, should, boys, and beyonds. What if we could be that aware and that conscious that we know the perfect timing when to take action on something and when not to? Everything not allowing you to have that total ease and joy instead of functioning from force and control and have to and busyness and doing. Will you now revoke, reclaim, to simply claim, renounce, destroy, and pray all? My wrong, good, bad, upon an actual boys and beyonds. What energy, space, consciousness, choice, magic, miracles, mysteries, and possibilities can we in our bodies be to be out of control, out of definition, out of limitation, out of form, structure, and significance, out of linearity and out of concentricities, out of projections, expectations, separations, judgments, rejections, conclusions, fantasies, illusions, delusions, attachment to results, and attachment to the outcome with total ease for all eternity. Everything not allowing that times by God, so only now revoke, recant, just simply claim, renounce, destroy, and create it all. Maranka Bab Papalancho ways and beyonds. Are you willing to be at one with the universe? Are you willing to be at one with the earth? Are you willing to be at one with consciousness so that you can follow the waves and then you'll know when to take action and what action to take? And there's going to be ease, joy, and glory from that space because there will be no have to, there'll be no force, there'll be no control, and there'll be no thinking. There'll be no thinking, there'll be no taking action from feelings. It will be taking action from the space of knowing, being, perceiving, and receiving. Everything not allowing you to know, be, perceive, and receive that, and the difference of that. Well, you now revoke and capture simply claim and destroy and create all. Ironka back upon short ways and beyonds. What energy, space, consciousness, choice, magic, miracles, mysteries, and possibilities can we in our bodies be to have that impeccable sense of timing that is at one with the universe and consciousness and the earth? Everything not allowing that times by God's will in our revoke, recant, simply claim, renounce, destroy, and uncredible. Ironka back upon short ways and beyonds. Everything that's not allowing you to tap in and sense that impeccable sense of timing as to when to take action and what action to take. Will you now revoke, recant, simply claim, renounce, destroy, and uncreate it all? Ironka back upon short ways and beyond. What energy, space, consciousness, choice, magic, miracles, mysteries, and possibilities can we in our bodies be to be out of control, out of definition, out of limitation, out of form, structure, and significance, out of linearity and out of concentricities, out of projections and expectations, separations, judgments, rejections, conclusions, fantasies, illusions, delusions, attachments to results, and attachments to the outcome with total ease for all eternity. Everything not allowing that times by God, so then will you now revoke, recant, simply claim, renounce, destroy, and create all. Ironka Bab, short boys and beyonds. What energy, space, consciousness, choice, magic, miracles, mysteries, and possibilities can we in our bodies be to be out of control, out of definition, out of limitation, out of form, structure, and significance, out of linearity and out of concentricities, out of projections, expectations, separations, judgments, rejections, conclusions, fantasies, illusions, delusions, attachment to results, and attachment to the outcome with total ease for all eternity. Everything allowing that spoken to them will you now revoke, catch, simply claim, renounce, destroy, and create all. My wrong, the map of our would you be willing to choose timing over force and control? Are you willing to choose timing over deadlines? Are you willing to know, be, perceive, and receive timing in conjunction and in communion and in communication with the earth, consciousness, and the universe? What if there's an impeccable sense of timing when there's an optimal time for something to show up? That all the stars, like people say, all the stars are aligned and everything comes together with ease, joy, and glory. Are you willing to know, be, perceive, and receive that you can have that ease, joy, and glory if you're willing to give up thinking, if you're willing to give up the feelings, if you're willing to give up controlling your day by your feelings? If you hear yourself saying, I don't feel like doing this right now, change it. It's like, what is the right time for this to occur? What action can I take and when can I take it? And rather function from question, because when you're functioning from question, you will get that sense of impeccable timing of when to take the action and what action to take. And it has fuck all to do with feelings. So everywhere you're living your life from your feelings and all they're doing is controlling you into limitation. Will you now revoke, reclaim, simply claim, renounce, destroy, and create that times by Godzilla, right, wrong, good, bad, short, boys, and beyonds. All the programming of this reality that is controlling us through our feelings of fear, the feelings of doubt, feelings of anger, Everything that is times a godzillion, will you now revoke, recapture, simply claim, announce, destroy, and uncreate it all? My Ranko Bapa Panala Shokos Meons. Charlie's wearing a ladybird. What energy, space, consciousness, choice, magic, miracles, mysteries, and possibilities can we in our bodies be to be out of control, out of definition, out of limitation, out of form, structure, and significance, out of linearity, and out of concentricities, out of projections, expectations, separations, judgments, rejections, conclusions, fantasies, illusions, delusions, attachment to results, and attachment to the outcome. With total ease for all eternity, so that you can get that impeccable sense of timing. Everything is moving and changing all the time. Nothing remains stagnant or stand still. It's not about having to hold yourself. It's just to tap into the energy of everything so that you know when is that impeccable sense of timing. Are you willing to follow the consciousness of the earth? Are you willing to follow consciousness? Are you willing to follow the universe and ask the universe to contribute? What if you don't have to do 20,000 things in one day? What if you can ask what is required today? Who needs to go first? What needs to be done first? Because if you start functioning from that sense of timing and taking action when the time, the optimal time is, oh, don't even know what that word is or the language for that, but anyway, Akadipod poof me times 2. Poof, poof. What if you can ask your day? What if you can ask everything that is required to be done in the day to give you a tinkle or to show up in your awareness? When is the right time for you to take action on that thing? If you've got so many things to do in a day and you're not sure where to start, just ask all those different aspects of your day, when will be the right time for you? And let them play with you and contribute to you and communicate with you so that you can have that impeccable sense of timing. And then when you're playing with everything like that in your day, everything will contribute to each other. And you may find that as you handle one thing or create one thing or take action on one thing, it contributes to the next thing and contributes to the next thing and the next thing, so that your whole day can flow with total ease. Are you willing to have that much ease with your day? Are you willing to have that much flow with your day? Are you willing to have that much joy? Are you using your day to prove to yourself how good you are? Or are you using your day to prove to yourself how hard you're working? Or are you using your day to prove to yourself what you can achieve? Everything that's not allowing you to give up the achievements and the proving, to swap it out for consciousness and ease, joy, and glory, will you now revoke, recapture, simply claim, renounce, destroy, and uncreate that times by the Tillian, won't go back upon the natural place and beyond. What energy, space, consciousness, truth, magic, miracles, mysteries, and possibilities can we in our bodies be to be out of control, out of definition, out of limitation, out of form, structure, and significance, out of linearity and out of concentricities, out of projections, expectations, separations, judgments, rejections, conclusions, fantasies, illusions, delusions, attachment to results, and attachment to the outcome. With total ease for all eternity, everything not allowing that times by God to them, will you now revoke, recapture, simply claim, renounce, destroy, and uncreate it all? By Ranka Bab, Apollo 9, Shockways, and beyonds, are you willing to function from that impeccable sense of timing? That has nothing to do with achievements and getting a job done, but following the energy of things. Are you willing to follow the energy of things now and to give up the proving and the achieving and using your day to try and prove something? Are you willing to follow consciousness? Are you willing to know, be, perceive, and receive? Oh, horses are here. Coming to train. Nearly missed them. What energy, space, consciousness, choice, magic, miracles, mysteries, and possibilities. Sorry if I make you dizzy. What energy, space, consciousness, choice, magic, miracles, mysteries, and possibilities can we in our bodies be to be out of control, out of definition, out of limitation, out of form, structure, and significance, out of linearity and out of concentricities, out of projections, expectations, separations, judgments, rejections, conclusions, fantasies, illusions, delusions, attachment to results, and attachment to the outcome. With total ease for volatility, everything, not knowing that. Times by the Tillian, will you now revoke, recapture, simply claim, renounce, destroy, and create it all? I can't see. It's not working on it. What energy, space, consciousness, choice, magic, miracles, mysteries, and possibilities can we in our bodies be to be out of control, out of limitation, out of form, structure, and significance, out of linearity and out of concentricities, out of projections, expectations, expectations, separations, judgments, rejections, conclusions, fantasies, illusions, delusions, attachment to results, and attachment to the outcome. With total ease for all eternity, everything not allowing that transpired, and then will you now revoke the captures and reclaim renounce, denounce, destroy, and unfaithful. My wrong, good, bad, papadal, natural, boys, and beyonds. What energy, space, consciousness, choice, magic, miracles, mysteries, and possibilities can we in our bodies be to be out of control, out of definition, out of limitation, out of form, structure, and significance, out of linearity, and out of concentricities, out of projections, expectations, separations, judgments, rejections, conclusions, fantasies, illusions, delusions, attachments, results, attachment to the outcome with total ease for all eternity. Everything not allowing that times by God's level now. We both became to simply claim, renounce, denounce, destroy, and incredible. By wrong, good, bad, papadal, line, short voice, and beyonds. What energy, space, consciousness, choice, magic, miracles, mysteries, and possibilities can we in our bodies be to be out of control, out of definition, out of limitation, out of form, structure, and significance, out of linearity, and out of concentricities, out of projections, expectations, separations, judgments, rejections, conclusions, fantasies, illusions, delusions, attachments, results, and attachments to outcome with total ease for all eternity, so that you can function from ease to glory, that you receiving your priority, that you can be in total allowance, that you can be in that reality of possibilities and leave the limitations, the judgments, and the conclusions behind. Now is the time, there's nothing to fix. You don't need to change it, you just need to choose and actualize something different. If you choose and actualize something different, then would you be the invitation for other people to choose something different and actualize something different too? Are you willing to be the catalyst and for the change and allow people to choose? Are you being the energy of what you know is possible? You've always known something else is possible. That's why you're here. But it's not about fixing or healing or changing this reality. It's not possible to fix this reality. It's about creating, choosing, and actualizing a totally different one. And you do that by being the energy of what you know is possible. And if you don't know what all those energies are, ask consciousness. Consciousness, show me what is possible. Universe, show me what is possible. And be willing to receive. And you can receive if you're out of control. If you're trying to do control everything, if you're trying to control how things show up, if you've decided, judged, and concluded what things are going to look like, then you're doing control. And what if the universe can bring things to you way faster and greater than you can ever imagine? And what if there's something else that's available that we never knew existed before up until now? Although we had a sense of the energy, we don't know what that's going to look like or how it's going to show up. So would you be willing to be with the energies of possibilities and allow the universe to contribute? Everything not allowing that times by God, so then willing now revoke, reclaim, simply claim, announce, destroy, and uncreate my wrong, good, bad, online, short boys, and beyonds. Are you willing to create and be in charge of your reality, being the energies of what you know is possible? Stop trying to do force and control over everyone else and everything else, and be everything that you know is required and what will contribute to a greater consciousness and a greater sustainable planet. Everything not allowing that times by God, so then will you now revoke, reclaim, simply claim, renounce, destroy, and uncreate my wrong, good, bad, papadal, short boys, and beyonds. Charlie's being the guard dog. Because you got to guard people on the beach. There's lots of things to protect. What energy, space, consciousness, choice, magic, miracles, mysteries, and possibilities can we in our bodies be to be out of control, out of definition, out of limitation, out of form, structure, and significance, out of linearity, and out of concentricities, out of projections, expectations, separations, judgments, rejections, conclusions, fantasies, illusions, delusions, attachments to results, and attachments to the outcome. With total ease for all eternity, everything not allowing that times by God. So then will we now revoke, reclaim, simply claim, renounce, destroy, and uncreate I wrong, good, bad, papadal, short boys, and beyonds. Are you willing to have that impeccable sense of timing? Are you willing to follow consciousness? Are you willing to let your day show up in ways that are greater than you can ever imagine and beyond your wildest dreams? And it's not about going with the flow as if you have no control. It's about being the energies and asking for ease, joy, and glory, and that is the control. Being the energies of ease, joy, and glory, and the asking and the receiving and having your walls and barriers down is the control, because as you ask, if you have that knowing that whatever you're asking for has already been, that the universe has heard you and is bringing it to you, would you be willing to be patient and wait for it to show up and stay with the energy of whatever it is you're asking for as if it's already shown up? Are you willing to have that much patience? Are you willing to receive? Are you willing to not do control If you are not willing to give up control, how are you going to be patient? You can't be patient if you're doing control. You can't do anything if you're doing control. You can't receive if you're doing control. You can't be patient if you're doing control. You can't know if you're doing control. Are you willing to give up the addictions to control so that you can know, be, perceive, and receive? Are you willing to give up the addictions to control so that you can have ease, joy, and glory? And then follow the energy of the impeccable sense of timing. Hold on. Charlie, come here. You can't chase the missus. Come here, you little. Gosh. Apparently we're getting bored. What energy, space, consciousness, choice, magic, miracles, mysteries, and possibilities can we in our bodies be to be out of control, out of definition, out of limitation, out of form, structure, and significance, out of linearity and out of concentricities, out of projections, expectations, separations, judgments, rejections, conclusions, fantasies, illusions, delusions, attachment to results, and attachment to the outcome with total ease for all eternity. Everything not allowing that times by the time will be now without the sense of determinants, denounced, destroyed, and failed. Right, wrong, good, bad, bottle nine, should voice and beyond. What energy, space, consciousness, choice, magic, miracles, mysteries, and possibilities can we in our bodies be to be out of control, out of definition, out of limitation, out of form, structure, and significance, out of linearity, and out of concentricity, out of projections, expectations, separations, judgments, rejections, conclusions, fantasies, illusions, delusions, attachment to results, and attachment to the outcome, with total ease for all eternity, everything not allowing that time sparkle to them. Well, we now revoke, recapture, and declare, renounce, destroy, and uncreate it all. Right, wrong, good, bad, bottle nine, short ways, and beyond. Are you willing to follow nature? Are you willing to follow the waves of consciousness? Are you willing to be at one with the earth? All the energy from the ocean through your body. All the energy from the ocean through your body. A continuous motion of the ocean. It's never quiet. It's never still. But it's not doing control. It's just being the ocean. Everything not allowing you to know, be, perceive, and receive everything you truly be. Will you now revoke, recant, and declare that's incredible. I won't be back upon my should be while he's on his own mission now. What energy, space, consciousness, choice, magic, miracles, mysteries, and possibilities can we in our bodies be to be out of control, out of definition, out of limitation, out of form, structure, and significance, out of linearity, and out of concentricities, out of projections, expectations, separations, judgments, projections, conclusions, fantasies, illusions, delusions, attachment to results, attachment to the outcome with total ease for all eternity, everything not allowing that times by good to them will be now. Revoke, reclaim, to sin, reclaim, renounce, denounce, destroy, and fail. My wrong or bad, my bottom line should praise and beyond. Are you willing to let the universe have your back? Are you willing to let consciousness have your back? Are you willing to follow the earth, the waves of consciousness? Are you willing to let go? Are you willing to let go? Are you willing to let go? Give up the control so that you can receive. Give up the control so that you can be patient. Give up the control. If you know that whatever you've asked for is going to show up because the universe heard your request and you can stay with that knowing, you do not require any kind of control. You just need to be patient and wait and be willing to stay with the energies of whatever it is that you're asking for as if it has already shown up. Everything not allowing you to know, be, perceive, and receive that is your superpower and that is your control. Will you now revoke, reclaim, to simply claim, renounce, denounce, destroy, and incredible? Times by God to then right, wrong, good, bad, upon a short voice and beyond. What energy, space, consciousness, choice, magic, miracles, mysteries, and possibilities can be in our bodies to be out of control, out of definition, out of limitation, out of form, structure, and significance, out of linearity and out of concentricities, out of projections, expectations, separations, judgments, rejections, conclusions, fantasies, illusions, delusions, attachment to results, attachment to the outcome with total ease for all eternity. Everything not allowing that times by God's name will we now revoke, recant, to simply claim, renounce, denounce, destroy, and unfavorable. By wrong, good, bad, upon line, should be in the answer. Are you willing to let everything show up in time? That impeccable sense of timing, the universe knows when everything will come together as if by magic. Are you willing to give up that control so that you can have the magic and be the magic? Are you willing to get out of control so that you can have the miracles and be the miracles? Are you willing to get out of control so that you can have the possibilities and be the possibilities? Are you willing to get out of control so that you can have the ease, joy, everything not allowing that times by God? So then will you now revoke, recant, to simply claim, renounce, denounce, destroy, and fail? I wrong the bad, upon line, short voice and beyond. choice. What energy, space, consciousness, choice, magic, miracles, mysteries, and possibilities can we in our body through? To know, be, perceive, and receive that we are one and in communion with everyone and everything. We are at one, at one. We are one and in communion with the earth, with consciousness and the universe. Everything allowing us to do. Away. Are you willing to let the earth contribute? Are you willing to let nature contribute? Are you willing to let the animals contribute? The energy from the ocean through your body. All the energy from the ocean through your body. How amazing is that? Allow the waves of consciousness to flow through your body. Know, be, perceive, and receive that you are at one with everyone and everything. That you are in communication with all the molecules. And that you're in charge of your life and your reality. Now take charge. By being controlled, you don't have to do control, be controlled by being the energy of what it is that you're asking for, the actions that you take with that impeccable sense of timing, the choices that you make. Be willing to be the ease, joy, and glory. Be willing to be the magic, miracles, and possibilities. Be willing to be the walking, talking, algorithmic interrupt of this reality so that you can show people and be the catalyst for others to know that there's something else is possible. Are you willing to let it all go now so that you can be control, be power, be awareness, be creativity, be joy, be money, whatever it is, be it, whatever you're asking for, be it. 2 seconds. Charlie's rolling in poof again. It's called the dead seal roll. They find all these puffy dead things on the beach and then roll at them. It's too disgusting. Okay, so pull the energy from the earth, pull the energy from the ocean through your body. Have that energy of happiness. If you don't know what that is, tap into Charlie. Charlie's got the energy of happiness. Charlie knows how to be happy. Patrick knows how to be serious. Patrick, serious. Are you serious? And happy Charlie. Tap into the happiness. Tap into the joy. Tap into the ease. Tap into the glory. Be willing to be all those energies. Be all of it. How much fun and ease and joy can you have with your day today? Pull the energy from the ocean through your body and expand out and be space. Expand out, expand out. Expand out, expand out, expand out, expand out. You're everywhere. You're in communion and one with everything. Allow the waves of consciousness to flow through you. Be willing to be aware of the waves of consciousness. Be willing to be aware of the timing. It's not about doing time. It's about being aware of timing. And now know, be, perceive, and receive that the space of possibilities, and there's way more space available now for instant actualization, for you to actualize the life, the living, the reality you truly desire. Expand out. Be all the energies that you love to have, and be all the energy from all over the universe and flow it through your body. All the energy from the ocean and flow it through your body. Expand out and be space. Drop your walls and barriers. Ask every single cell of your body to relax. Go with the flow of the ocean. Let it through your body. Magical slow flow. Doesn't stop, but there's always a flow. Doesn't stop, there's always a flow. If it's fun for you, put your energy ball in front of you. Put everything into your energy ball that you're asking for, whatever it is. Put it all in, put it all in, put it all in. Do not entertain any doubt, any fear. If you've asked for it, it will show up. Know that it will show up. Just maintain the energy as if you've already got it. Remember, you don't need to know how. You don't need to know when. You Don't need to know what it's going to look like. Just be willing to receive however it shows up. Be willing to receive however it shows up, because the universe can bring it to you in a way more efficient manner than you can ever construct from the mind. Be willing to receive the contribution from the universe. Put everything into your energy ball. Now pull the energy from all over the universe into your energy ball. Pull it in, put it in, put it in. Send little trickles out to all those beings that are looking for us, all the ones that will be a contribution, all the beings that are going to contribute to greater consciousness, all the beings that are co-creating with us for something greater. All massive amounts of energy from all over the universe into energy ball, and send little trickles out to all those people that are going to have fun with us. We can have that simultaneity of contribution, gifting, and receiving and joy. What energy, space, consciousness, choice, magic, miracles, mysteries, and possibilities can we in our bodies be? To have way too much fun today, way too much ease, way too much joy and flow with the universe and consciousness. Thank you so much, everybody, for showing up. Have the most amazing day.
Thank you for sharing the book with us, Jen.
Thank you, Jen. That was beautiful.
Pleasure, pleasure.
Divine. Thanks.